El Abierto de Tenis Tampico hizo realidad el sueño de muchos aficionados al deporte blanco, trayendo a Eugenie Bouchard. La canadiense nos comparte los altos y bajos de una carrera que alguna vez la vio en el número 5 del ranking mundial.
I played a lot of sports as a kid, and I played, tennis, soccer, basketball, other ones as well, and I just loved playing tennis. I loved the feeling of hitting the ball, and then I started when I was 5 years old, and I played my first tournament when I was 8. That's when I realized I also loved the competition aspect, and so those two things combined just made me want to play every day. I mean, I've always dreamed of being a professional player ever since I was a kid, so just being on tour, first of all, was a great accomplishment of mine. Obviously, my best results were making the finals of a slam at Wimbledon. Besides that, I mean, just playing in those big moments on those big courts. I think playing on all the center courts at the slams has been special. And getting wins against highly ranked players is probably, the best thing you can do in terms of achievements. Well, I just, encourage everyone to get out and play sports. I think that's the healthiest thing you can do as a kid, is get off the computer and get off your phone and go outside. So first and foremost, if I inspire kids to do that, that is just such an honor for me. I think tennis has exploded as a sport in Canada. It's the number 2 sport, I think, by far. Obviously, hockey being number 1, and that will be tough to beat, but for tennis to be number 2, I think, is an accomplishment. People see the accomplishments of us, making it on the big international stage, and think, if they can do it, why can't we do it? And so, now that there's more young ones coming up, I think it'll just be a train that keeps on rolling. Being off the tour gave me a lot of perspective. It gave me time to live life as a normal person and not have, a very busy tennis career. I was very busy doing rehab, but, not playing tournaments. And so, it just made me really appreciate tennis. When I was finally able to get back on the court, I realized how much I loved it. But I also, see this as just one part of my life, obviously, and at some point it'll change to something else, and that's okay too. As a kid, you think tennis is your whole life forever, but that's not realistic. So I just feel like I have more perspective and appreciation. Yeah, I mean, I just want to move up the rankings as quickly as I can. I'm at like 300 right now. So I think I've made good movement since I started, being obviously unranked 3 months ago. And I just want to keep that going. I know I can be back with the top players in the world. I just gotta keep playing tournaments, keep improving my consistency at the tournaments, and just keep believing in myself. There are great crowds for 125. I know the Mexican people are really passionate, and they love tennis. I've played in many cities in Mexico. Ever since I was a kid, we had junior tournaments all over as well in Mexico, so I've come to expect that, and always really fun to play in front of because they bring good energy. Thank you to the Abierto Tampico. My team and I had such a great time this week, even though it was kind of short, but like I said, I always love playing in Mexico, so I hope to be back.